I am in pieces. I am dead. Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back here to a new adventure in Aonang, close by Krabi. And if you have seen last video, you know that I stayed here to do a little boat ride. And so I did. I went on a long-tail boat, and a fun fact about these boats is that the operators, they mount an old car or truck engine on the boat, and they install a very long shaft with like propellers that go into the water, and that creates like a very long tail on the boat, and therefore it's called a long-tail boat. So that was a really nice experience, very Thai experience. Anyways, we went on the Andaman Sea, and went for some islands. And yeah, it's just very special to see the coastline carved out by the water, because you can really see how it carves out the stone here, giving spectacular views, giving a really impressive coastline. And yeah, from there we went on to the open sea to see other islands, and it was just very enjoyable. So yes, that was it for the beautiful boat ride. I really enjoyed it, also because yeah, with the bike it's obviously a little bit hard to go island hopping. So this was a nice way to see at least a few very nice islands. And yeah, now we're back on the bike, and I can hardly believe that I can say this, but we only have 4 days left. 4 days before we reach our final destination, Kuala Lumpur. And yeah, I think the route is quite straightforward. So today we will head south as close to the border with Malaysia as possible. And then tomorrow we will do the actual border crossing. So that will be our last border crossing overland. And then yeah, we head for Georgetown and Cameron Highlands, and then our final destination, Kuala Lumpur. It is unbelievable, really. It really feels surrealistic and also very, very two-sided. Like on the one hand, this is what I visualized for like 1.5 years, and then now finally the moment is almost there. Wow, this is, by the way, a beautiful, beautiful passing. So yeah, obviously this is something you work towards to, right? And that you, yeah, that you always imagined in your head, and now suddenly it's almost the moment, and that feels very strange. And I feel, strange enough, a huge resistance to arrive in Kuala Lumpur. Like I really feel like I don't want to say goodbye to sunshine and to this adventure. So yeah, every morning gets harder and harder to get out of bed, get sunshine loaded, because I kind of want to like postpone that moment of arrival. And then on the other hand, it's very black and white actually, but on the other hand I can feel like this journey was exactly as it was supposed to be, and that I've been traveling now for almost 6 months, and I'm really getting tired and really like, okay, it is good to have a bit of some serious rest, because of course it has been very hectic and everything was new. So I had to figure everything out from the beginning, a lot of impressions. So I'm also very much looking forward to fly back to the Netherlands, see my family and friends, and just have a little period of rest. And going back and forward between those two very like different feelings, it's super weird actually. I don't know how I can describe it actually, but yeah, it's quite an intense feeling. Let's say it like that, because the feelings are so black and white. They're so opposite from each other. Ooh, that guy is in a hurry. So yes, the best thing I can do is to really, really enjoy those last full days on the bike and prepare for, well, a temporary goodbye with sunshine, which really breaks my heart a little bit. Do you think all the durians will stay on top like this? Wow. There is some bad weather in the distance. I think you can even see it raining. I'm not sure if the GoPro catches that, but I for sure can. And I was hoping to ride through a national park, a park that basically divides West and East Thailand, the south part of it. It's basically like a green stroke, and I could only find like 2 or 3 roads that would pass it, but all main roads. So yeah, let's hope that we can still see a little bit of it, that it's not all covered by the rain. But yeah, you can never tell here in Thailand, right? And the thing is, this park that I was just talking about, Khao Ya, it's a national park. It covers like 3 provinces here in Thailand, and it has a very dense tropical forest, and is therefore an area where it just rains a lot, which is of course very common for a rainforest. So yeah, let's see if we can avoid it, but still have a nice view of the park. Wow. Look at this dense rainforest in the backdrop. Yes, and apparently in this national park that I was just talking about, there is a holy mountain, Khao Yu, if I'm not mistaken, or Khao Pui. Well, there's a holy mountain because the locals believe there is a spirit living inside that mountain. yeah, it is very dense rainforest that you can see growing against that wall. It's quite spectacular. I always feel that it's so Thai when you see like the scooter with the two buckets on the side. Then I'm like, ah yeah, we're in Thailand. Where is it sending me? It is for sure an interesting route. Well, I don't think this is where I am supposed to go. The funny thing is, Google says there is like a viewing point here. Well, I'm not sure where that is supposed to be. At least we found some gravel finally, but I'm pretty sure this isn't a viewing point. I'll go down because I cannot like change the route here. I'm not sure. Sometimes Google sends you to crazy places. Alright, so this is obviously not where I thought I would end up. So let's have a look. Hello. Viewpoint. That would be there, but honestly, that is a very weird spot for a viewpoint, right? It's like behind me. So that's... Yes, Cow, I am as confused as you are. 100%. Alright, so now you saw there should have been a viewpoint here, so that's behind me. Well, that's clearly not the case. So we will consider this. Where should I go? I think straight, I think. We will consider this as a nice try, but no success. Now, slippery stuff. Nice try, no success. So we will head back. Well, the positive part about this all is we did find some dirt, finally. It took ages in Thailand, but yeah. A lot of ducks there. I really enjoy being off that main road for a bit, or just having some dirt, because the roads in Thailand are just too good. They're too good. That's the conclusion. They have too much tarmac. Hi. Hello. Klaar. Alright, now that was a beautiful detour. I enjoyed that 5 minutes of gravel. Now it is slowly time to head to our stay in Hua Hin, I believe. So close to the Malaysian border. And then I have some preparations to do. Oof, it rains out there. Oi, and there also, oi, ooh, okay. Get speed out of this area. Now I really had to stop for that rain because it was again just like a shower, so I am fully dressed in my rain clothes, but look at this, it looks even worse than where I was riding now. It's like pitch black. It's really bad. I'm almost there and I really truly hope, fingers crossed, that I make it before this hell breaks loose. Oh, come on. Don't rain yet. Don't rain yet. We might be just in time. It should be somewhere here. I think it's this one. Is it? Yes. It is for sure this one. Right, perfect. Well, at least for now. Let's see how it is in real, but I'm kind of happy that I was able to escape the rain. Alright. Now there we have sunshine and a whole family of cats. This is the room. It's quite big actually, so that's nice. And then here we have the bathroom, which is also humongous, but all good. Good morning again. Oh, sunshine, wake up. Yes, border crossing day, and luckily the weather has changed for better. That's always nice when you cross a border. And let me get out of here. Hoopla. Right. Now the border with Malaysia, the last one. Unbelievable. Ooh, my voice. Unbelievable. Yes, well, only one way to find out if we can cross that last border, that is to go there. It's not so far away, so that's good. And just before the end, we will obtain one more experience, the Carnet de Passage. So I have it with me, and it is very important because, let me get past this slow truck. It is very important because very often they will let you through the Malaysian border without stamping your carnet. I heard the experience firsthand, so it is a well lead. However, if you're on a motorbike or a car whatsoever, a vehicle, and you want to export it via shipment or air freight, you need a stamped carnet. And if you don't have a stamped carnet, you cannot export your vehicle. So yeah, that particular person had to ride back to the border, which from Kuala Lumpur, which is like about, I think 900, no, less, 800 kilometers. Anyways, I had to read through all the information yesterday about the carnet, because it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna stamp the carnet. Because yeah, obviously Sunshine will take the boat, where I will take the plane, and she needs that stamp. So if they're gonna let me through without it, I will not accept. I will not accept. And yeah, Malaysia, it will be my second time in Malaysia. I will tell you more about my first time in Malaysia once we are in, when we cross the border. Ooh, someone is walking his cow, or bull I should say, I think. So yes, well, you know the deal. I don't think it is that far anymore to the border, because we were already pretty close by. So I will get rid of my cameras. And yeah, I hope to see you in the last country, Malaysia. Alright, welcome back. I am in pieces. I am dead. I don't think it was even that long. There is the border with Malaysia. So obviously the good news is we are in Malaysia. But what a hassle it was. How long did it took me? I think 4 hours or so, maybe more. So it's not like the longest. China obviously was the longest. Anyways, I will tell you all about this once we are on the motorbike. Alright, first things first, because I think we can say it. Whoop whoop, we are in Malaysia. The last country. I cannot believe it. Do I have everything? Because honestly it was so hectic. It was so hectic. So, where to start? Now, the thing here in Malaysia is that, how can I say this very shortly without getting too complicated? Bear with me. You need an insurance as a foreigner. That I think is very logical, very logic for any vehicle. The thing is, with Malaysia, you can arrange it prior to crossing into Malaysia or once you crossed into Malaysia. But if you go for the latter, you will have to pay a fee because you cannot show all the correct papers at the immigration. And that fee is quite high. It's like I think it's €60, which will be like $70 or so per person per bike. So you really want to arrange that prior exiting Thailand, meaning you arrange that in Thailand. The insurance system doesn't know Fentic, the brand. You also need another paper I had to hand over at the time. The fun started because it started running around at the Malay border looking for this ICP office. I had to look for the Carnet de Passage because I need to have walking around looking for the Carnet. All with all, I think it's just a lot of paperwork, which I really hate. I really don't like paperwork.
So, just in case you ever need it, here's the quick guide. In Thailand, you sort out your Malay insurance, the Malay ICP letter, Malay tourist registration and Malay vehicle stickers. Then, at the Malaysian border, you first collect your ICP, then you get your entry stamp, and then you stamp your Carnet de Passage. And boom, you're officially ready to roll into Malaysia.
But yeah, of course it's necessary because you need both insurance, ICP and a stamped Carnet de Passage to get Sunshine out via shipment or air freight if you would choose to do so. But I ship her. So it was just like so confusing. And but yeah, in the end, because I arranged everything prior to entering Malaysia, I did not have to pay the fee, saving me like €60. So that's nice, but whew, maybe also because it's the last border crossing. This was a very long story, right? I hope it wasn't too boring, but I try to get you with me in this administration hell. So okay, now we're gonna go to Georgetown, which still is like 2 hours. So there it's raining. Maybe I'll take a side route, but for now we just gotta enjoy the road for a bit. Kuala Lumpur! Guys, Kuala Lumpur is on the signs. I cannot believe it. I think it's the first time I saw Kuala Lumpur on the signs. We are almost there. How much does it say? 400. 461. 461. Woohoo! We're almost there, guys. 461 kilometers. Kuala Lumpur. I cannot believe it. Really, I cannot believe it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Woo. Why doesn't it work? I pay first. Ah, okay. Thank you. Well, I kinda like was confused because in all the previous countries they would fill up for you. That's why I was like, okay, I have to do it myself, which is no problem, of course. But then I forgot you have to pay first here in Malaysia. I forgot. I totally forgot. But I got it. Fuel. And yeah, I had to go off the highway for fuel. I'm not sure if there are any petrol stations. But anyways, look at this little cute lane they made for motorcycles to bypass the toll. Bye bye. And this is the bridge. There in the distance, the famous bridge to Penang. Penang is one of the islands on the west coast of Malaysia. And it's actually pretty close to the mainland, so they connected it with the bridge. And would you go to Langkawi, you have to take a ferry, if I'm not mistaken. There's another bridge, but we are taking the famous one, of course. And there you see Georgetown. And that is where we are staying today. Here we go! On to Penang! Woohoo! And Penang really is home to some spectacular jungle. I'm not gonna visit it this time, but I did 10 years ago. Which, yeah, jungle is always impressive, right? And it is bad weather in the jungle, that I can say. And then where we are going there is the sun, so that's nice for a change. Alright, Penang, here we are. Yes, I have been here before because I lived in Malaysia for almost 7-8 months 10 years ago. Thus the reason why it had to be Kuala Lumpur, but if you follow me on Instagram you might already know. And I think Georgetown has a lot to offer. It was actually a British colony. Only after the Dutch sold that piece of land to Brittany. So yeah, you can really see influences from back then, which makes it a really nice town. Very cultural, also some art, also a lot of Indian and Chinese influences, because it is a very important center point. So I am sure we're gonna see some nice things if we still have some time to do a little walk around town, of course. But it feels for sure very good to be back again. Alright, now we should be almost there. And here on the right side I recognize it. It's so much fun because a lot of Chinese came actually to Georgetown and created these special Chinese villages. But I will tell you more about that later. First let's go to the hotel. But I can already smell the Malaysian kitchen and I love the Malaysian kitchen. I think it's really nice. Also because it has a lot of Chinese influences. Oh, I'm not sure. Here is my hotel. Hotel guests only, yes. And can I already go in there or do I need? I think I can already go in here. Hello. Yes, okay, thank you. Perfect. A safe place for sunshine. Always priority. There, okay. Yeah, I will go backwards. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Ooh, that was a long day. A very long day. Alrighty, let me check it out. And this will be the room for tonight. This is the bathroom, so it's actually quite big again. And the room itself, which is cute. And the view is actually quite nice because we're looking at the water. And yeah, there the Chinese villages are. And that bridge in the distance we just crossed, and it's raining out there, so we were just in time. Anyways, it was, to be honest, quite a hard day with this border crossing. It was very stressful, especially when they couldn't give me an insurance, which is like necessary to go into Malaysia and arrange transport of sunshine. So, well, in the end we managed, so I'm super happy, but it was really a hassle. I think it was, in terms of like paperwork, the worst border crossing I've done so far. And it was the last one, so of course best for last in this case. However, we are in Malaysia. We have seen Kuala Lumpur on the signs. I am getting very excited. I mean, yes, of course, it's like, it's gonna happen. The only thing I have to do is to bring sunshine back home safely. So only 2 more days to go, but it will be the next video. For now, I am super hungry. I did not have lunch because of the border crossing. And we are also 1 hour later now. So it is here around 5 o'clock now. So I'm really hungry. I will go into town, see if I can have a little snack. And then I will see you in the next video. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And then I hope to see you at the next adventure.